Hello everyone, welcome to the Lost Arbor Tavern, actually it's Lost Shipyard, actually technically speaking. Welcome to the Monster Campaign, I am your host, Nitsify, I am your DM, and I am not your player today. That was a long time ago, back in 1987. But, we have my player, and also my co-host, Acrid.
Hi.
What do you play, man?
Oh.
Not gonna introduce yourself, like what you play? Just gonna...
I play the monster. I am the problem.
Yeah, what's the name?
Oh, yeah, Count Dragos.
God, there we go. Okay. So for those who don't know, in the last episode, it was kind of all over the place, but essentially, man evolved. He grew up. He's no longer dumbass. Now he's just slightly smarter dumbass.
I'm still stupid. I don't know what the fuck you're on about.
Yeah,
that's why I'm speaking a moron.
Yeah, but you're
a
smarter dumbass. It's fine. But he went to a town, he murdered an innocent bystander in an alleyway, he stole some money from them, got himself some clothes, and then he left the town. Yeah. Did anything else happen besides you harassing people and killing that one guy? I don't think so. You found an area. You found a ice cave up in the mountains that you probably should head to like level 8.
I'm gonna be real. I rolled so bad. I was like, why the fuck am I here?
Yeah, I don't know what was going on, dude. You just couldn't roll. Like, it was kind of rough. It was kind of rough, man.
I was like, I'm gonna look for berries. You're like, you're in an ice cave, and I'm like, I was looking for berries.
We didn't get in the ice cave. You guys did find some berries because of the Floxern with you, but you found the cave in the process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit the fucking wander button.
Yeah, no, really, honestly,
It's so weird. It's that weird thing of like I have to sit here and be like, all right, I'm looking at my character, Count Dragos, and I'm realizing I am fucked if I fight anyone right now. Like, I need to just ambush people. Like,
yeah.
I feel like this is supposed. Am I just wrong? Oh no, okay. I thought that's. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna need to. Throw hands with people later, like
maybe
fucking commoners, because I'm still a weak motherfucker.
Damn.
I don't actually trust my ability to fight anything real until level 2. Like, that's where I'm at with my character, because I'm looking at my stats and I don't have anything going for me.
Oh man, no, I mean that's fair. Weirdly enough, because I know you've been wanting to aim more for the swamp people. Those are the more capable bunch. Like you're really just trying to aim for the fucking people that matter. Like, but you said that you were wanting to for those who don't know, I try to ask him this. You said you wanted to kill forest people on the swamp
I'm still continuing my original plan.
Yeah, I was just trying to remember if you were killing forest people on swamp area or if it was swamp people on the forest. Because the merchant that you killed was coming from the dynasty, but they were kind of obviously dressed more in forest-esque clothing. So you haven't killed any swamp people yet, but I know you said you wanted to. I need that clarification to make sure I don't think
I'm killing forest people in the swamp.
Okay, that's what I need to know.
Yeah, as far as I know, that lady's a forest person.
Yeah. As far as you and the Floxern know, that would be the case, yes.
Okay.
Hello.
There we go.
Hi.
My Discord got all fucky. It was like, yeah, your ping is nothing. And I'm like, that's not right.
Your ping? Non-existent. Your brother? Dead. I don't know why that's what I went for, but that's what I went for. I apologize, man.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean it.
I swear to God, if I get a call, I am going to fucking drive down there to you.
Fucking beat the shit out of me.
In his hands all day. Like,
And if you wait till May, I'll be up there anyway, so you can just do it then.
God, man. Good, because I don't get the gas to get there.
Dude, I've actually got to sit down and actually figure out that trip, because that's going to be expensive probably, but it's fine.
I mean,
man.
if your car's fuel efficient,
mine
probably
really
not.
is. I can
Then it
go
won't
a
be.
long time without having to fill it up, and when it gets close to E, it only takes $20 to fill it up typically. So
yeah, no, then it might cost you like I don't know how big your tank. It might cost you like
Yeah, I'm sorry.
yeah.
Dude, Discord delay's gone fucking crazy today with us. No, I was gonna say, like, it's not really the car that would be expensive. It would be the overtime motel bills that I'd have to pay. Because that's like, I think 5 or 6 days of just being in a hotel.
Yeah.
Because I'll be driving down, and that's 2 days. Then I get there, and that's like 3 days of me being there. And then that's another 2 days of me driving back, and that's like 1 extra day of hotel. So, like, yeah, it's around like 6-ish. Like, just days of just money being drained.
Yeah, at least you're not having to deal with me, where my fucking car costs over 100 to refill.
This is why I have, like, a tiny, little, obscure rocket ball-sized car.
Yeah, but I need storage.
Dude, I don't need much storage. I mean, like, the only reason why I need any height to my car is just so I can actually fit, because I'm a fucking massive human being. But, like, that's really it.
No, anyways.
Man, you don't got
I do, every time. I just...
Listen, man, you don't know. Maybe I grew in fucking, like, 7 feet, you know, since last time we met up, you know?
Man, I try to kick you in the knee and I center mass your chest.
What the hell? You're not that much taller, man. I made jokes to Chris saying I'd fucking kick him in the balls if he, like, tries shit. I'm perfect height for that. Alright. Yeah. That's why I'm a real threat. You better understand that.
God.
Oh, man. Either way, welcome everybody. This is normal for us. We've got the rants going back again. You know it's a good campaign. We got rants going at the beginning of it.
Actually, yes.
Yeah, no, those are normally the ones that we've enjoyed a lot more. That's why I'm really happy to be doing this. Alright. So, honestly, like, if I remember correctly, we ended it off when you got back, right?
Yeah, so also I do need to ask about a mechanic.
Okay.
Mechanically speaking, for my character.
Yeah.
Because I'm using the base kobold race, do I fucking get the draconic cry or no?
Draconic cry, I'd say no, because that probably got replaced by your magma ornate thing, the thing that allows you to, you know, imbue your next bite with, like, fire damage, that whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of that kind of replaces that.
Okay.
I don't know if I mentioned that. That's kind of what I was thinking of in the last session, but I don't know if I mentioned that. I might, you know, my memory,
it was
man.
never.
Okay, yeah.
It was never mentioned then, or in or out of session.
We were so all over the place, man, that entire session. I genuinely could not remember what I had and had not said, I'll be honest.
Magma buff. Add fucking D4, I guess. Adds fucking...
Yeah, it's just like I'd say it's just like a bonus action. You can just add a D4 of extra fire to an unarmed strike by using it. I wouldn't say it's something you could use like every fucking round, but it's probably just something like it'd work in the similar way of like the original recharge. Or I guess maybe since you're like not a monster anymore, maybe it'd be more like you just get charges that you could just restore back.
I was just gonna use the fucking charges of Draconic Cry because I have it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I'm fine with that. Yeah.
This is the one issue with using a different race for a different thing.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it did fit The only one thing that I didn't want was the Draconic Cry. That was really it. Yeah. I just didn't want to have to make like a whole race only for there to be one trait difference. Like, to me, that didn't make much sense to do that. I don't know, but yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, you got it back. You did your sleeps. You have evolved. Obviously, we talked about this. You're a kobold now. So I guess, where are you going? What are you doing? Are you bringing anybody with you? What's your favorite color?
Do I even see color?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You do.
Figured I'd ask.
Yeah, no, it's fair. It's fair. There might be some of the monsters you have might not be able to see color, but also like, yeah.
Okay.
Magma ores would probably be able to see color. They probably wouldn't be able to see every bit. They might be a form of colorblind, but you know.
Cool. I probably like I don't know, reds and like
Joke on you,
yellows,
you can't see that.
Yeah, you right.
Nah. I mean,
Fucking
honestly,
blue, bitch.
I was gonna say, like, honestly, since you were in a cave, if you were a former colorblind, this is me guessing. I'm not a scientist. Take this as a grain of fucking salt from the colorblind person in the podcast. There is, I know the deuterochronic, which is what I am. That's red and green colorblind. They'd probably be more like, I don't know what the scientific name for it is, but it's blue and yellow colorblind. That's kind of what my brain goes to, which means that the main ones that you could actually see would be blue and yellow, and you struggle to see the rest. But I mean, again, that it's not like set in stone. There could be spectrum, so
I also know that it's just a funny random detail that I've done.
Yeah.
But, like, fucking, I found out that like cats can only see like green and yellows. Really, like they don't really see many colors.
Oh yeah.
Or no, they can't see green, I think is one of the things. Like, they can't see those colors. Like, that color. They don't know.
Yeah.
There was a fucking green cat. His name was Green. And it fucking just... I don't know why I'm called this. Like, it just, he does as far as he knows he's yellow.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, cats struggle to see a lot of colors. Green is one of the ones that they struggle to see, typically. They typically do really well with blue, though. Which, actually, fun fact, if you get, like, a lamp and put a blue light bulb in it, they tend to love blue light bulbs when they're put through a lamp. Because, for once, it looks like something... It's an actual color they can see. So, like, they actually fucking freak the hell out when you use a blue light bulb. A lot of times. Not all cats, but a lot of cats will. Also, I
also hate cucumbers.
Yeah! Well, actually, Rena doesn't. My cat doesn't mind cucumbers. She won't eat them.
Mic check.
But... Yeah? Mic check. Yeah, you're right. No, we're good.
Okay, fuck yeah.
I double checked, but I figured I'd double check again for a second time, just in case.
I mean, I just like random idea of just being like, mic check.
Mic check.
Because I forgot to do it before session. Woo!
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, whatever.
So, yeah, so you wanted to head off, I guess, away from the base again to go deal with the edge. Yep. Are you bringing anybody with you?
Time to go explore fire. I fucking Floxern, because I don't trust that the runic auras won't melt, and I don't trust the alcoholics to not kill themselves.
Fair enough. That is fair. That is fair.
That is where I'm at right now.
Granted, the runic ores are made of rock, so, like, they probably wouldn't melt. Melting's pretty uncommon for something like that. But I get what you're saying.
I don't know.
No, I get what you're saying.
They slap the ground and their tail falls.
Brother.
They're like, what the fuck? Am I now mute? I'm now legally mute because I don't have my tail.
God. Oh,
anyways.
man. Okay, so... yeah, what you can do is, I guess you can just roll me a survival check, and that'll kind of determine what type of things you can find out there if you just don't find anything, on your first bit there. So you're headed, if you're looking for fire monsters, you know that you'd want to head and check, like, around the edge, the beginning areas of the mountains, because going up would start to become a little bit more on the danger side for you.
Yeah. Getting the rolls ready.
Yeah. I've got like a few monsters in mind. It's really just which one will fit.
Alright. I made... Dude, okay, I want you to know, so while we were talking, I was rolling. I could not, for the life of me, get above a 12 as like a natural roll. It was like all the numbers I was rolling. It was like 6, 7, 12, 3. Like,
Brother.
and I'm just rolling, like, we're talking, and I'm like, I roll, I get a 14, and I'm like, alright, this is my, like, I'm going for it.
Yeah.
We're starting off with a bang. With a critical, I'm gonna find them. I got a nat 20.
Okay, nat 20. Okay. I didn't know if you were leading up to a nat 1 or a nat 20. Okay.
I don't know.
Cool.
I like leading in with suspense. And gun pointed at my own feet in case I say the wrong thing. Because if I will say this, if I accidentally say nat 1 and I'm looking at a nat 20, I won't correct myself. I'll just fucking say, oh, I'm stupid.
Oh, man. No, that's fair. Alright. So. Oh, God.
For once.
Stop it. Yeah?
Stop.
Sorry. I'm right.
Bastard.
I hate yawning.
Stop.
Hi, you right.
We'll say this though, for once I'm the one that finds shits.
Yeah. It's not the fox urn. Alright. So let me count this one. Alright. So I'll roll D8 and we'll see which ones you're gonna run into here. I have like a bunch of tabs with like different ones open that you can possibly run into.
Yeah.
So let's see. So that is. Oh, okay. Cool. Alright. So you'll be kind of like going basically. Weirdly enough, you have to go down the mountain so you can head to the volcano. So essentially, you're traveling down the mountain, which is like half a day's travel, and then traveling through the mountain. Or traveling through, like, the forest edge. That, like, bit where it's, like, the forest is kind of, like, on the edge of the beginning of the said mountains. That type of, like, weird layout, if you know what I'm talking about. And then eventually you get to, like, the edge of the mountain, or edge of the volcano within the forest. And then you could start going up a little bit. And, again, it's a volcano, so you're not going to see as much wildlife, obviously. But you can see that up on like a cliff edge of like the volcano area that you're climbing up. Goodness. Is a kind of like, it's a pretty decently sized nest. And looking at the nest, you can see that there is this like pretty, I wouldn't say it's massive, but it's like, it's a decent size, probably like a 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet tall, like, bird. And I'll be sending a picture of this bird. As you're looking at this, like, essentially like a flaming hawk, essentially. It has this, like, rock-made, like, skull for, like, a beak and, like, skull, obviously. And, like, that same rock kind of, like, goes around its, like, chest area, almost like as if it's wearing, like, like, armor in a way, like a breastplate. And then it has these massive wings, these broad, wide wings. They start off like as a charcoal black, and then they turn this dark orange, and then a bright orange as fire starts to kind of lightly leak out of it. It has like these like eyes that kind of glow out of its like skull, these like dark grayish like skull, because it's made of rock. That has that similar like bright orange glow from it, and near where its neck area is, the feathers that are there are just this bright orange. And then it has, again, that same similar color for a rock, for its feet as well. Just think of that, but a hawk. With just a lot of fire and rock. And the end of its tail kind of catches fire, too, from time to time. So it looks like it can, keep from putting its tail on fire, but it looks like it can basically just shift in between a more, tangible tail and just straight up fire.
Hell yeah.
As it seems to just be sitting at its nest.
This is not a creature I want to fight. Because that would just be annoying. Because I have, like, no capability outside of fire damage. Can't hurt this thing.
That is fair, yeah. You have a dagger.
My dagger does a D4 and I have a +2 to hit.
Yes.
No, I don't have a dagger. You
have a dagger, sure.
Yeah, okay. So now that I'm not a monster anymore,
yeah.
I'm guessing I can't talk to it.
I mean, you still kind of know like a form of monster speech that you would still kind of have. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to talk with everybody in your village.
Thank God.
Yeah. That would prove to be a problem.
Yeah.
Kind of ruined the whole premise of the campaign.
Yeah, I know at least in, like, pre-formatting, that's kind of what it was going to be. So that's all I was like, basing my guess off of it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, thank God.
That was us kind of like pre-drafting stuff, but no. You'll still have an ability to speak to beasts. So
thank goodness.
Yeah.
I can actually still recruit people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Hello. I don't fucking know. Like, Count Dragos just gonna look up at the nest and be like, huh. That might be good to recruit. Okay. Now to convince it to work with us. Oh boy. Just like, alright, so like in Monster effectively, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that claw up there.
Alright.
I'm standing wherever it is below the nest. I'm not trying to like intimidate the thing or anything.
Yeah.
Just kind of standing there like, hello.
Yeah.
I would like to speak to you.
You would see that it had been like kind of like pecking away at some of its nest, and you would see it kind of like cock its head to look towards you, and kind of like raise its head a bit, like a fucking like kind of like you're like rearing your head back to kind of like show your chin type of thing to a person.
Okay, definitely Dragon says. Alright, so we got a prideful motherfucker. Alright. Square the fuck up, why don't you? If I could kill you, I would, but right now I can't. I don't have the ability to fucking fight.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it'll look to you. It's waiting.
Very disrespectful ass. Fucking... Most like, and what you?
What could you fucking offer me? Ugh.
Bro, I just feel like the fucking trade deal meme. Like,
yeah.
I get your eternal servitude. You get to kill people. And? I know this thing would probably be a lot better to evolve than some of my other things that I might find. This does look like one that would evolve very well.
Yeah, possibly.
Or it's shit, and you're just betraying me.
Who knows? I've got a bunch of fire monsters. You don't always have to recruit everyone that you run into immediately. So if this is one that you want to recruit, hell yeah.
I kind of want a flying one, weirdly enough.
Oh,
like, I do want a flying monster because they can bombard fucking...
Yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm still caught up on the like. And what do you want?
What's it to you? I will say while you're thinking about this, you can see like lightly there might be two other of them, kind of in that nest. So it's a pretty big size nest. It's not a small one. Like,
so I'm guessing like it's like several feet across type nest.
yeah.
Okay.
Like it covers that little cliff edge that they're on, essentially.
Oh god. Okay. Oh, that's great for bombards. All right. They also would probably evolve into a bird person. That's fucking terrifying. All right.
The air cocker that can actually be useful.
Holy shit. That's a first. Anyways.
Fucking throwing shade to air cockers.
They will.
Oh man.
I guess I should be throwing more shade to other. Never mind. Moving on. Not getting on that side tangent. That's a whole different talk for a whole different day.
Dude, we've done this tangent so many times off camera.
This bird tangent. This fucking bird tangent. I'm not going through it again. I'm just saying, look at Owlins and look at Eric Cockrell. You'll see some favoritism. Moving on.
Oh my god. But we all know that all the love went towards the centaur.
Nope. I'm here. Fuck that race. Not real.
Damn. The
only good centaur is the fucking monster version.
Whatever.
Anyway.
Oh man.
Alright,
yeah.
Oh, Dragos. Dragos would look up, be like, I was wanting to know if you and your group would be interested in helping me get rid of the peoples. The two-legged people.
Alright. You would see the bird kind of just, again, kind of cock its head back at the others. And then kind of look back to you. With that, again, that fucking, like, head tilt. Like, the fucking chin to you type of thing. Like, looking down on you type of thing.
I mean, I know they can't really do anything else, because I'm picturing, like, a 40-foot difference. I'm having to shout for them to hear me.
Yeah, because you didn't go up the cliff edge. So, like, you're just, like, looking up at the cliff, yelling to them. Like,
yeah.
You would see it kind of, like, look to the other two, and all the three of them would fly down to you.
Oh.
And land, like, 15 feet away.
Ah. So they went from not really caring to go, hold on.
Yeah.
You are offering violence. I am listening.
So you would hear from the bird in the front, the one that you were originally talking to, it would kind of go in, monster, obviously. You'd hear it kind of go, what's in it for us?
Well, as you can probably tell, I'm not entirely normal. I was a magma aura. I am not anymore. You will be able, with my help, you will get stronger. Far stronger than you are right now, and being able to take on the creatures that build their cities and their walls. And they might also come for your nests if they don't like you. In the forest.
How do we know that you can actually provide such strength?
I'm living proof that that the ability to evolve my allies does already exist, as I was the first one to evolve. The next one will be my companion here. He motions to the Floxern, who I'm assuming is next to me.
Yeah. No, she's just kind of sitting there, like, yeah, hi, I'm
Aye.
here. Sadly.
Yeah.
um,
Hey.
yeah, I mean, yeah, no, you can roll a persuasion check and, see.
I fucking love the Floxern. I'm here. I want to die, but I am
I'm gonna
here.
be straight up honest. This is like a fucking rough one for you. Cause I probably should mention this, but this is just, I didn't think to mention this before. This is one of those ones that's like, no, these guys fucking suck. These are lightly terrifying for both you and the Floxern, because these are known to fucking hunt you guys.
Yeah.
These things happily prey on auras and on fucking Floxern. Because, both of you are really just thinking like,
Yeah. And also, like, all of my abilities are fire-based. The only thing I really have is a necrotic ability, but it only does a d6, and I'm imagining they have more than 6 health.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I didn't know if I should mention I was a monster, but also I knew that I didn't look normal.
Yeah.
So I was like, God, okay, they seem to understand what I was saying. So these things probably aren't idiots. Because birds are pretty smart. So I was like, these things would probably have at least some intelligence. So I can probably talk somewhat normal to them.
Yeah.
Okay. Persuasion is one of the things I am proficient in. Oh boy.
Heck yeah.
Oh boy. That is a... Okay, that's a nat 12, thankfully.
Nat 12, alright.
Dirty 18, because I have a +6.
Alright. With a dirty 18, you would see the bird kind of look to the other two. And just go, if you're capable of evolving or making any form of strength appear, come back to us when your friend has. Then we'll consider.
I want to just so you understand what my eventual goal is. I want to get rid of the two legs that destroy the nature in the area and would hunt any and all of us. I've looked into them. Half of them, it seems, do it for sport or fun, not for any other particular reason. So I want to get rid of them.
I like your intentions, but again, I want to make sure that if we're going to take our time to re-nest and remove, that it'll be worth the time.
Understandable. We will return when I can show other proof that my powers do exist. I will warn, from what I've understood with the ability that I have been granted to evolve my companions and fellow monsters, I can only evolve so many. So, I wouldn't want you to get lost out of it.
It's appreciated.
I will be trying to... I need to be able to form a large group to be able to take on all of them. So, I'll be recruiting as many as I can and any that would listen.
Well, if you want ones that are gullible, I could list a few that might be down for this as well.
I'm listening.
Little bit more to the south edge of the volcano. There is an Ubagabi. You can find them.
I'm sorry, as a person, I'm fucking broke. Ubagabi.
Ubagabi.
Okay.
You just go, if you want more people like yourself, there are fire salamanders. They tend to live in small pools of lava. So you might I think there was a very small pool of lava that formed recently. Somewhere near the edge of the volcano. I just don't know what area. And if I remember correctly, on the edge, more near the forest edge, in between that and the volcano, there has been some type of ghost spirit that seems to have roots and candles of green fire that forms within it. That's been starting to form within the area.
That might also be really good to grab. It's a ghost. Alright, cool. He'll go, I thank you for your time.
Of
and
course.
for your information.
We might be prideful, but we aren't complete assholes. However, I also should inform you that you should get going soon. My friends are getting hungry and they see a floxern as a snack.
Yes, we'll be off. Thank you for not attacking us and actually listening to me.
Of course, it's not every day we see a monster actually evolve. Now, if you excuse us, we're going to go hunt some Puckvadzi.
Okay, bye. And I'm gonna turn the fuck around and we're gonna leave.
Alright, you see them fly off as they head towards the north area of the volcano, where the Puckvadzi would be. That pack is their fucking meal.
What the fuck is a Puckvadzi?
Puckvadzi, you got to use one of these in level 0 before. It's a campaign that's not on the podcast.
Oh, right. No,
know.
I remember now.
Yeah.
I had to remember.
They're all like infernal dogs.
There's Puckvadzis to the north. That's actually important to remember. Those fuckers are good.
Yep. Just gotta, get them get along with the poor. They've been getting hunted. Oh, man.
However,
Hey, Rena.
has been hunted by birds.
The board.
Firebirds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Will join once Floxern evolves. I figured they wouldn't join me because they looked a bit. Those look a little bit too strong, if I'm honest. They looked a bit strong for me to convince, I'll be honest.
Yeah, those are like level 4, level 5-ish type of monsters. So, they're a little bit stronger, but that's what level 20 will get you. You might find stuff that's stronger than you type of thing, which you always have a shot to win over. It's just, it's not as high.
Yeah,
So.
I figured at least I was like, okay, with my 18, I'm at least hoping they're not hostile.
Yeah.
At least they knew I wasn't lying.
Oh, yeah, yeah. But
Dude,
yeah, there you go. You got that. You found the E-Gride. That's what those are called.
Alright, time to go south. Fuck you, woo.
All right, south time.
I'm interested in that that ghost. Don't lie.
That's fair. That's fair.
The ghost, the fire salamanders, they might just be like me but tall. So I'm not like, I don't know about them.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's actually fair.
I don't know what the fucking Umagabi is, so like, I want to check out the Umagabi because I don't know what it is.
So are you gonna head to like the south area, or are you gonna just go to like the edge to try and find the ghost? Because I'm gonna be honest, as long as you roll a good survival check, or just even a mediocre one, you'll be able to find the said race. Because you actually were given instructions and you know where to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out the what I'm hoping is I can hit the ghost and then hit the fucking Ubagabi on my return trip.
Dude, the Ubagabi are great, man.
Yeah, I want to make sure I'm trying to get as many fucking people as I can. So, in case adventurers show up to the ruins, there's enough gank power there that they can just fucking shreds a fucking adventurer.
That's fair. That is fair.
I know the rune auras aren't weak. At least I'm hoping. And I finally got them training with the fucking
Gibble glue.
with the gibble glue. Like,
yeah.
little blue. The two of them are now working together. They're understanding, like, okay, wait, no, we can combo. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
dude, I really hope at some point I look over and it just flashes on the my visual, like, team combo, and just fucking a dude gets a ball, punch through the chest.
Dude, I want to mention the Gibblegoo are fucking funny because like I'm gonna be honest, if you actually evolve them, because I don't know if you'll bother evolving them, but if you evolve them, their probably main classes would be Barbarian Path of the Drunkard and fucking Monk Way of the Drunk. Like
I probably will because, dude, I want you to make the Gibblegoo as a race.
Oh boy, alright.
I want the alcoholic plasmoid. It's just better.
We've had the mnemonicons, you know, the fucking memory slimes. You have the normal slimes. Now get ready for the Gibblegoo.
Alcohol, bitch. Give me your fucking alcohol.
What would be the race name for that? Gooians?
Mr. Boo.
Dude, that implies that there's no women in that fucking race. There's only guys.
They are all slime. Fucking fuck you.
Damn.
Who knows?
Alright. So you're heading for the ghost.
Yeah, I want that. I don't want to lose the ghost. That's kind of why I'm like, oh, I can refine the Gooba Gobby.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, no, you can roll me a thing. You can roll me a survival check, and we'll see if you can find the ghost.
22. I'm
Alright.
rolling well this session. For once, I'm finally rolling well.
So you start heading down off this little bit that you climbed up of the volcano. You start heading back into like the kind of the forest edge area, and you run into a dragon.
Bro, I would try to recruit that. It won't listen, but I'll try. Like, listen, the two legs, they'll steal your horde. Just fucking don't eat me.
Do you want a dragon? Is this something you're asking for?
I don't want it right now. I'm only level 1. You won't listen to me.
What if you had a level 1 dragon?
Bro, that's like a baby. It'll die in one hit. I don't...
Alright, so you see flying...
No, a dragon would actually go hard, but also, like, that would cause so much aggro. I don't...
I wouldn't let you know, there is a dragon known on Silent. This is something you would know, so... there is actually a dragon.
What?
There are 2, actually, but yeah. There is a dragon that has been known to be at the volcano. That is probably just a red dragon.
Okay, then it'd probably be the most interested in conquest.
Yeah. And there's also been a dragon kind of like being seen somewhere near the cove. Like we're talking like the shore.
Okay, so dragon in the volcano.
Dragon near the shore.
Near the shore. It's probably an oceanic dragon, which means it probably will hate me because I'm fucking fire. God, I'm dealing with one that won't care, and I'm dealing with one that fucking will kill me. Great.
Oh man. But yeah, so you'll start making your way through this forest area. And it's that weird thing of like the forest area that's near the volcano, because that, you know, there's that heavy heat. Because I'll be real, there were some trees that were kind of on the volcano area, but those trees are like very like, you know, heat resistant type of trees. There are trees that can grow on volcanoes, if I remember right. They're just like really, like on an active one, it's just that it's very specific types of trees, if I understand correctly. Don't quote me on that. But I would say, at least in D&D, yes, there probably are. In a fantasy-based world, yeah, there probably are. It's kind of like a mixture of, you're getting like the volcanic trees mixing in with just the natural forest trees. But you can see this area where, like, when you start getting in through it, there's like these green butterflies that start kind of like forming and kind of just fluttering around. And there's not quite really a mist, I would say, but more of just like a green fog, like a greenish fog, like a sherbet green. That would begin to form as you start going through this forest area. Until you would eventually see a ghost, as mentioned, kind of tending to some plants. Now this ghost, I actually have a picture of, has this like, it's kind of like a torn up robe with like a hood, with these bright green eyes. You can't see its face, Its face is basically black. It is shallow, and it's missing its lower body. As the lower body has like basically like it looks like they probably were killed via getting their body bisected in half. Because the lower body and even a bit of the upper body is missing, and after like the body stops, it like then changes into roots that then dangle from its shirt as it kind of floats off the ground with these like one candle on each arm that is like rooted, and kind of just like basically wraps around the arm and then goes underneath the sleeves. And they're massive. Like the candles are the size of the thing's fucking head, and it's got these massive hands that are the size of its head.
Catch these fucking hands.
Yeah, it's like this, like, honestly, like, it's a weird thing, like, this is probably an infernal fae undead. Like, this is a weird combo. But it's tending to the, like, to the plants. Like, it's putting its fire to the plants, and it's fucking healing the plants by doing so. Like, these plants that probably should have withered away, like ones that were just like too old, that sort of thing, ones that would naturally would have withered away just due to age, are actively being healed.
Huh.
But yeah.
Okay. This thing probably actually has a language, because it seems like it's probably more of a person.
Probably.
Maybe. I don't know what languages you know. You know, fucking ignorant bitch.
Hey, listen, never hurts to try.
Okay. It's not what I thought was gonna be here. Okay. Alrighty, this is fucking...
You're welcome.
You give me nothing but problems.
What the fuck? I gave you what you asked for.
That's fair. How's the Floxern reacting? I guess I should ask that.
I mean, the Floxern, I'll be real. So, like, with the other ones, the birds, they were like, why the fuck are you going to talk to these things? But, no, I mean, she seems calm.
Okay.
Is the best way to put it? Yeah, she would seem calm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely feel like I got lectured while we were fucking leaving the birds.
Oh, yeah, no, like, I did not mention it, but yeah, no, you probably were getting lectured for a good bit there. Like, what the fuck were you thinking?
I needed them. They would be useful.
They would kill my pack. I don't know if they try with the Gibblegoos. They might, and then they'd probably regret it, because that's acid.
It'll be fine. It'll be okay. It'll be alright. Just
God.
If they work for me, they can't try shit.
God.
At least I'm immune to fire, okay? That's what I've got going for me. Like, I'm just...
I mean, considering
also,
these things mainly aim for eating fire-based creatures, this is, like, probably natural for them.
Alright.
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck to deal with this ghost. I said I wanted the ghost, but now I don't know what to do.
Do you want the ghost? Still?
Yeah. Yeah, no, like, I probably should. Like, okay, I don't know, dude. Like... It's like a weirdly peaceful ghost, and I don't know if it has anything against people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how it died. It might have just died because it fell. Like, I don't know. It also seems, like, weirdly druidic. I never thought I'd see a ghost that's 50,000 druid.
Oh, man.
Okay, I'm going to carefully walk up Not getting too close, but
yeah.
and I'm gonna try in a normal language.
Okay.
Fucking. I don't know what race this thing was. I guess I'd just try like common. Actually, no. I know common. I do know. I did learn common from Kobold.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, hello.
You would see that it would shift its attention from the like, kind of just like it's just like old dying fern that's been growing in the forest. Like it probably should have died due to age, and this thing is literally just been saying, nah, revert. You're now like 2 days old. Congrats.
Bro, this thing would be heat as a fucking caretaker. Not even for a fight, just like base defense. We have food. Like
yeah. Yeah, it would begin to shift its attention to you. And it would give you a like it's a very like calm just wave. Fun little fact, by the way, as it like moves its arms through this wave, it's like the roots holding the candle shift with its arm to make sure that the candle always aims up.
Okay, good. I would hope. That's good to know. Trying to remember if ghosts get pissed if you ask how they die.
Who knows?
As a player.
Sometimes, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know how D&D does it. The way I've always run it, it's more of like a kind of counts on the ghost.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, that's more of where it's like, alright, are you dealing with a vengeful one?
Yeah, this one doesn't seem too vengeful, at least yet.
Dude, comes out, it is like, just been holding back 300 years of anger.
I mean, motherfuckers would.
Yeah, it's ghost.
Petty bastards, I've had a shade run a tavern because he was waiting for somebody to fuck up.
Wasn't that in the Katsu campaign?
Yes, no, okay, that's a whole different thing. He was waiting for something to happen, and it never got to happen, and he's pissed.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably dead because the world blew up.
Well,
about that. From what I know, nobody that was powerful enough to have got him out of there would have gotten him out of there. As far as
he got himself out.
Oh, of course.
No, I'm kidding. No, that fucking shade was waiting for, like, certain events to occur, and, like, they were getting started.
Yeah.
And he was starting to make his moves to actually go and get revenge, and then fucking the world blew up.
Damn it.
So, that was a whole side thing I was going on in the background.
Yeah.
But yeah, alright. At least I'm resistant to fucking frightening.
True.
I would ask, and I'm not talking loudly because I'm not trying to shout at a ghost so you get fucking clocked.
Dude, you look at the ghost, go, "Hi!" like 5 feet away.
Yeah, no. I'm probably standing a good, like, 10 feet away, or like 10, 20 feet away.
Yeah.
Wherever if it starts recoiling from my presence, then I would stop.
Yeah.
Wherever it starts to dislike how close I am, I would move a bit back from that point. Like, alright, sorry.
Yeah. From what you can tell, it seems to be relatively calm in how it's reacting to just anything right now, so...
Okay, that's good. At least I might be able to fuck up in a statement. At least once, maybe.
Yeah, man.
Dragos, he was like, okay, I'm not gonna start off with that. Would you like to join my conquest? No, I'm not gonna fucking start with that.
Join me. Don't you mean world domination, huh?
But you know what? Also, I'm like, I want to try to gauge this thing, so I'm trying to think of how I want to say this. Uh, Dragos go, are you healing the plants?
It would kind of look to you, and then, and it's kind of a broken common.
Okay.
It would go, yes, plants corrupted, withering soon.
Is there a language you would prefer to speak in? I know several.
It would look to you and go, abyssal.
Shit. As a person, in my own head. Shit. Okay, actually, I need to understand.
And then it would say what other?
What would it say?
Undercommon.
Okay. So weirdly enough, I don't know either of those. Fuck. But also, I technically didn't pick a language. Because, okay, so my class gives me 2 languages that I can pick.
Yeah.
And I had originally chosen Primordial and Thieves' Cant because I didn't really know what to pick at the time. And now I'm sitting here like, I don't know if I even should have been able to pick Thieves' Cant.
You probably not.
Okay.
That's like a secretive language. I'll be real.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, cool.
You probably would have
not...
gotten languages from the town that you went to, like the most recent one. So if you want, we can take some rolls here and see what those 2 languages would have been.
I also say this, and this comes from my class, so it's more of like weirdly enough, it's tied to fucking Vaughn as well.
Oh, so what Vaughn would have taught you?
This thing instinctively teaches me how to this ability teaches me how to speak Infernal, and then because it's more of an Infernal based class.
Yeah.
And then it allows me to speak 2 other languages of my choice, basically.
Yeah.
I can't write in them though. I can't read or write in these languages though.
Okay. I mean,
there's so many.
If you got them from Count Vaughn would have given you.
I'm not trying to metagame. That's why I say that. Like I'm literally.
Yeah. I guess the question is, does it just count for like do? Is it supposed to come from Count Vaughn, or is it just like languages that you would have gotten technically just from your like?
It's just like I get them.
Yeah, this is a light little pet peeve of mine with D&D. When it comes to languages, you can't just learn a language out of the blue. You have to like, you as a person, that takes learning. A lot of it. Languages are complex. It would make sense that with a class, if you gain a language, that there is a reason for you to have gained said language. So I like it when they actually give you a reason for the language. Like with the races, it gives you a reason for why you got that language. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So here's the reason. Basically, the natural way the Illager is supposed to work is you're attached to an archdevil, who is giving you this power.
Okay, so you would have gotten it from Count Vaughn then.
Yes. So technically, Vaughn.
Okay, so Count.
But also, I can. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Go for it.
Also, I can switch these 2 languages I'm learning on a long rest.
Okay.
Like, I can send you the fucking thing.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Illagers. Like, I genuinely don't, so...
I've weirdly come to like them because it's weird. It's really well made, and it's, like, way better. It's better than a lot of the other classes. It's, like, in how it's designed.
That's fair. Okay, instinctively, street read infernal, you get two languages choice, you can't read or write, but long rest, are still replaced in one of these two languages, you choose another language you can know. You magically forget the previous language, so basically you can just constantly trade out languages, is really what it comes down to.
Yes, it's basically the forked tongue, so I can always be able to... If I know what I'm coming up with, then I'd be able to...
You'd be able to pre-prep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay, here's that weird thing. So you were coming here for, like, fire things.
Yeah.
So if your guy went out of your way to pre-prep, you probably would have prepped, like, Infernal, you already have Ignin.
Yeah, I already have both of those, so I wouldn't have been able to pick those.
Yeah, so, I mean, like, Abyss is kind of used by fire things, so I guess Abyss. That's that weird thing, like, there's not really any other ones for you to have, like, grabbed, because those are typically just the two that are used for fire-based monster things.
I grabbed Primordial as one of the picks, just because I was like, this is probably going to be useful if I run across anything old.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you had already, that's what you had pre-prep, that's what you pre-prep, that's which is what we run with then.
Yeah, I pre-prepped Primordial, but technically fucking Thieves Can't. I just picked it as sort of like, I was picking it kind of in a hurry.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know, this one and fucking this one. I don't know, fucking, I'll come back to this later.
Yeah,
never came back to it because I forgot.
That's probably just what you're working with for now until you change it back up. So you probably don't have Abyssal if that's the case then.
Okay.
If that's how the pre-prepping would work, then yeah.
Yeah, no, weird one.
Yeah.
Oh well. I get then. So if I'm not okay, hold on, wait. So I guess I don't know. Whatever. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out later. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so alright. Bissell and Undercommon. I don't have either of those. And he would I feel like the ghost would visibly see me go, fuck. Like that look of shit. I was hoping I had that. I was hoping I'd have the language that you'd prefer to speak. Unfortunately, I fucking don't. Because I'm a useless bastard. Man. Dragos would legitimately go, will you be here another day? Or will you leave?
You would see it kind of go, I'm here. I shift through forest. Constant moving to wherever plants need.
I was hoping to be able to find you again so I could talk to you in your language. I don't have either of the ones you would prefer to talk in, and I don't want to hinder you.
I travel. And it would kind of point down, like, a pathway. Of kind of giving you an idea of where it would travel. It's going to be, within the next day, it'll probably be getting to the edge of the swamp.
Okay.
It's not traveling fast, because it's going over its way to heal the things around it as it's going. So.
Okay, so I'm gonna catch it tomorrow at the fucking swamp.
Okay.
With the pistol. Like, here we go. I will find you near the swamp edge if that's where you're going to be tomorrow, and I will have Abyssal so I can talk to you.
Okay.
Properly and not hinder your ability to speak.
Yeah, it just give you a nod.
Hey, I'm gonna fuck off so he can whip his life. It gets the most. I'm leaving. I'm not. I'll come back to you. You're cool.
Yeah.
That's like the most like, alright, I'm gonna go catch a long nap and find that bitch tomorrow.
Heck yeah.
Fuck. Alright, weirdly enough, I'm gonna have to need to pay much more attention to that fucking forked tongue.
Yeah. Yeah. Be very useful in the long run.
Yes, it's a fucking thing that you get like first level. It's really cool.
Yeah. This also just means that you have a reason to go to the swamp if you want. To either kill people or to actually try and find a swamp monster if you want. So.
I might try to at least find one, so there's one monster I have that's not fucking fighting at disadvantage.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, and then
Join my siege. Like, dude, just the village is looking over, just fucking like an army of monsters approaching. Like, where the fuck did they come from?
Yeah, the other thing that you want to keep in mind is that like there's small and big monsters, right? And with that coming into play, it's the fact of like, all right, well, small monsters are gonna reproduce faster, so
Yeah.
it'll be easier to keep up big quantity numbers, but they're gonna be weaker, obviously. The big guys, they're gonna hit like a fucking truck, but they'll take longer to regenerate, to heal after a fight, and you know.
I need a mix of both.
Yeah,
I'm
you
guessing
want to mix, yeah.
yeah, the Igrai are definitely on that bigger side, I'm guessing. Because there's only 3 of them.
Yeah, there's only 3 of them. They're only 2 feet, so like tall, which I know is like, oh, that's still really not that big. But like compared to like what y'all are working with right now, it's that weird thing. Like they're 2 feet, but you know they're hawks. they're elemental hawks essentially. Is what you're looking at. Those are not nice motherfuckers. Have you actually like read about hawks? Those things are fucking mean. They will fucking play with their prey. There has been a accounted thing where hawks will dive down at their prey and kick them in the head and then fly back off. And they'll repeat this dive kick cycle until they have stunned their prey to a point of unconsciousness.
That's just good strategy, if I'm real. Like,
yeah, but it's also fucking brutal. Because, like, they dig their talons into the cake and all this stuff. So they're, like, they're literally just... It's like a form of torture when you actually watch it. Like, it is straight up torture before just fucking killing the prey. Because they have the strength, right? They have the strength to just fucking, like, kill instantly. But they choose... They choose to torture their prey. Because there's been showings where they'll just like grab like their prey and just fucking kill them straight off the bat. And then there's times where like they've been known to go out of their way without any need to torture the fuck out of their prey. They are fucking cynical. They're cynical creatures.
Perfect. They work great for my needs.
They're also terrifying. The fact that hawks are the fastest diving birds. Because I think they can dive at like, I think it's like a, what is it? It's like a 90 miles per hour or something like that. Hawk diving speed. Hold on. Hawk diving speed. They can dive at a speed of up to 120 miles per hour. While the peregrine falcon can dive to 200 miles per hour. So they're not the fastest divers, but they're pretty fucking fast.
Alright.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go, man. There's your fun little information on hawks.
Huh. Alright, well.
But yeah, you said you wanted to go for the Ubagabi?
Yeah, I'll check out the Ubagabi, man.
Alright. So... you were told with the Ubagabi, they're just kind of south. And what you would find when you go to like that southern area that they were talking about, that the Igrai were talking about, you find this like burnt down house. And like it's that thing like it was probably made of like a mixture of stone and wood. The stone bits of the wall that were there are like scorched, and there's parts of it that have fallen over. Some parts are still standing. The wood's definitely fucking gone, obviously, but there's this like overgrowth that has happened over time in this area. So you have these like, because it's more volcanic like plants, you've got these like dark greens, dark grays, kind of like withered looking colored type of like plants, like of like forms of moss, vines, and like that sort of thing. And there's even some small little lava pools that have kind of formed within the house. You can roll me a perception check. Or an investigation. Either or you can roll both. They both do different things, so. The Floxing will help you with it, obviously.
Yay.
Alright. She doesn't have a good perception, so that's fitting. She didn't do too well in perception. Alright. What'd you get?
Great, so we both... Alright, so at least I can cover perception. I got dirty 13 for my investigation, which kind of sucks because I have a +5.
Yeah.
And I got a dirty 17 on my perception.
Okay, so y'all kind of... Oh, sorry. Y'all kind of, like, cover for each other, weirdly enough. So you would notice that within the house, there is, like, this weird... There's the odd thing of, like, a lot of the furniture that was probably in this house is probably burnt up by now. So a lot of it's just kind of decayed or gone, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But you realize that there are these, like, scorched vases. Like, they look like they have just been scorched to ash, but somehow haven't actually, like, melted or broken somehow. That's what you would kind of, like, notice. Whereas you would see the Floxer, like, you point that out, like, hey, you know, there's these things. Why are these here? And then she would actually take a look into it from a distance and go, don't get near that. As, upon closer inspection, you would see as two eyelids open up, as these two white eyes with no pupils stare towards you. And I'm going to be sending you a picture of the Ubagabi. They have these like kind of like withered gray leaves that kind of sprout from like the vase area. And when it opened its eyes, this small little fire started to kind of come out of its like top. And it kind of has a mouth similar to like that of a jack-o'-lantern, or like a jack-o'-lantern, honestly. Where it kind of has that thing. It can actually open its mouth, like that vase bit is like, essentially, you can roll me a history check if you want. This is something where it's like you're kind of pulling history from Vaughn's like library he's giving you, so you can actually understand other monsters, so you can actually get information on things that you're getting. That's kind of how I'm canonizing you be able to figure out how monsters work sometimes. Because for Magma Ore would not know much. Kind of makes your character a little bit more playable.
Yay. I know what can kill me and what doesn't.
Yeah. So yeah, you can...
Well,
yeah.
I didn't roll shit. I got a dirty 12.
Hey. Advantage, because the Flux is helping you.
Dirty 17.
Okay, dirty 17. Okay. You know, the Ubagabis are essentially, they are vases that have gained sentience after being left for a very long time. Essentially, volcanic spirits, when they get bored, if they, like, let's say, you know, you die, you know, right? You know, you die, you know, like, because of, like, a volcanic accident, that sort of thing. You would become a volcanic spirit. Over time, you know, like, those are typically pacifistic, but, you know, over time, their anger kind of slowly boils within because they were killed in unright fashion, that sort of thing. Which eventually leads to them becoming corrupt over time, and then eventually they take over vases. Because for some reason, a lot of times, the vases that are used will kind of, you know, what's the word? They'll kind of just, like, survive, quote unquote, but not very well. So essentially the fire spirits will essentially take over this and kind of gain sentiency, proper sentiency, in the vase. As a black tar will fill their inner body, and that, like, kind of like porcelain or glass or whatever material was used, kind of becomes more of, like, almost like a rock in, like, sturdiness, essentially. As it kind of just becomes their body. But typically their haunting grounds, because they are technically undead, is typically the area where they died. So you see 5 Ubagabi. This was probably like a small family.
Well, first off, shouldn't have left the stove on, dumbass.
What the fuck?
Second off,
He probably died to
stupid.
an eruption of volcano, man.
Skill issue.
Brother.
Just be immune.
That's fucked up. It's fucked up. God.
Oh man. Okay. No. Right. I'm gonna look at the Ubagabi.
They look at you. They're confused why a monster is on their property. They typically attack humans. They typically don't attack, like, random fucking monsters. So they're kind of just here like, what the fuck? Why are you here? Go away.
I'm assuming they speak Ignan if they're, like, a fire monster.
Yeah, they probably do.
I'll try Ignan or it's like, I'll try Ignan. If they get nowhere, then I'll try Monster.
Okay.
I'm gonna try an Ignan. Hello.
You see there's like they're like of different sizes. You see the biggest one kind of like it bounced, quote unquote, itself over to you, and it would just kind of look to you, and just go, "Hello, why are you here?"
So you just the fucking. Why are you here?
Why are you here? Why are you?
Well,
yeah.
Well, very simply, I was informed by a I was wandering around and I found you guys, and I was wondering if y'all would be willing to help me.
We typically do not help others, but speak.
Will it let you attack humans, or two legs as I'm calling them?
I'm listening.
In fact, you could be very useful in helping us attack them, because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to take over this island with a bunch of different monsters. A bunch of monsters working together, and, well, considering what I understand you might be capable of, because what can they do? Like, what's their main thing?
So their main thing, they're a fucking weird one, right? Straight up, I'm gonna be real with you. First of all, if you get to evolve these guys, you're looking at essentially like a fucking fire revenant, made of tar.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Second thing, they would probably become ill riggers and blood hunters.
So
their whole thing is hexing people and then lighting them on fire. Literally, what an attack they can do is that they spill out a cone of 15 feet of tar towards, like, their enemies, and then with their bonus action, they fucking light it.
hell yeah.
So if you just don't dodge, it's like, oh no, you're covered in tar, your movement is halved. That's it. Oh no. Anyways.
Alright, well.
Yeah.
A moment. I do need to answer something real quick, so we can pause real quick.
Alright. We're back. Hello, everybody.
Alright, so. He would just. God damn. Okay.
What?
Like, immediately, just fucking dogs.
Oh.
Just barking. I was like, God damn.
Oh, man.
He would just go, he was like, well, Considering what your skill sets would be, and also I can also grant you a additional benefit if you would be willing to help me. I can probably allow you to take a more intimidating form. That would actually allow you to chase more easily the humans.
Okay.
Also, probably allow you to use your tar more to make yourselves a body, eventually.
That would be nice.
The full explanation. As you can tell, I'm not exactly normal. That is because I have access to a bit of magic that allows me to evolve allies of mine, making them into what the two legs are calling species or races or whatever. But I also want to take over this island and maybe eventually other islands, but for now, just this one. This is enough of a thing to deal with. That, like, slightly distant look of, God, the 40 chess I'm having to play here. And I can't see half the board.
Yeah. You would see this thing kind of just go, well, I'll be real, this is one of those ones where you've done enough to where, I'll be real, you don't need to roll a persuasion check.
I guess I just told them literally what they would kind of want to hear. Like,
yeah. Different monsters
I
want to hear different things. Like, that's that weird thing of like, yeah, no, these are literally the ones that would actively be wanting to just kill people. Like, you're like, it aligns perfectly. So, yeah, no. He would just look to you and just go, well, you have me sold. I will say, I do know of... Actually, hold on. Well, not more of I do know of. They've actively been living with us.
Uh-oh.
Let me grab them. They can come help.
I've taken up root in the ruins on the mountain.
That would be good. If you wait a second, we can come with you. We don't have anything to pack.
Yes.
We do not require food.
Great.
No,
I already have
friend.
I have monsters already that require food, and food is a weird necessity.
You see, there is this one... I don't know if I'd call them a person, per se. But there is this one thing we befriended.
I'm intrigued. I will wait.
Of course. And you see him kind of like hop back over to like this like... You can see the one thing that is like kind of left besides the walls is this stone door. Like a stone cellar door.
Oh.
And you would see the 5 of them from the opening of the vase form a hand of tar. And they all begin to pull it open.
What if I unleash? Alright, here we go.
As you would see stepping out, is something that's probably just as fucking vengeful as these motherfuckers. And this is not something you would have to evolve. As you see an inanimate, or actually animated, plush. A sentient plush. Come out from the cellar. It is, I have a picture. It is an animate plush made after that of a Oni. So it has like the Oni horns that come out. It's completely covered in a ash. So it probably had like a blue, like fur to it. But because of the volcanic ash, it has turned almost completely pitch black besides the tip bits of the horns. And the 2 buttons on its chest glows with like the little X's glowing from the X's and like this like pinkish reddish. And then the eyes and the opening of the mouth whenever it opens the mouth kind of glows that same reddish pinkish red. I know it's fucking goofy, but I love it. As you would see,
I like it. Will be my friend.
you know for a fact. This is also for people who haven't seen our stuff. Sentient plushes. When a child dies with a plush, there's a shot that if they love the plush very, very much and they hit a level of fear that became traumatic, they don't have to even die. If there is enough trauma with the kid and they're holding on that plush has a chance of gaining sentiency. The gods instilled this in my world because to kind of just keep kids from being fucking, trafficked and other horrible things. Because that's the type of world we live in nowadays. So this is kind of the gods' way of being, don't fuck with the kids.
Yeah, but if that kid dies, that plush has nothing but vengeance left.
Yeah. And this is probably one of those things where this family that are Ubagabi probably had a kid, the kid died, and this thing came into being. So it's probably stayed here because it recognizes the spirit of the child inside the Ubagabi.
At least I don't have to evolve you.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It just has a sheet.
What the fuck?
You would just see it like come out of the cellar and look to you with these soulless eyes. And you see it just go, we kill?
Alright, I need to answer this thing. I need to answer this. I, as a player, I'm sitting here going, I need to answer this thing very, very carefully. Otherwise, it will just run off and die. Or it'll swing on me because it's annoyed. Not yet. But we will.
Kill. Okay. Okay, kill. Okay.
I'm getting everything ready. You're going to be part of a very strong group I'm going to be building that'll help me take over the cities and kill the people.
Kill?
Not yet. But soon-ish.
Soon.
That fucking me. Oh no.
Yeah. But yeah, no, you gain the help of the plush.
Bro, I don't care who you are. Don't fuck with a sentient plush. Those little guys don't fear nothing.
It's not a small plush, by the way. Like, these are one of those bigger plushes that you can buy.
Oh, of course it is.
So it's just like 3 foot tall plush. Like...
Bro, that... Oh, and it's based after an Oni? What class is this thing, if I may ask?
What do you want it to be?
I don't know yet, dude.
Oh, God.
The fact I'm really kind of starting to really like the crew I've got going.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I'm glad.
Oh, man. I don't know how I feel about the really prideful birds, but, like...
Yeah, no,
I also still know that they would be good. They could drop bombs.
Yeah.
That's about it. I don't know. That's really all I wanted them for. Like, just.
I mean, there's a lot of flying creatures out there. You could very well go for different flying creatures, like.
But also, like, they just looked cool, and also it's fire, so it adds more heat to the area.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, granted, the Ubagabi kind of have you covered for that.
Yeah, no, dude, do I need the birds anymore? I don't.
Oh, I mean, like. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to get the egrai. Like,
I know, but like,
if you don't feel sold on them, I don't know if you should get them, man. Like,
I'm not sold yet. I might.
You can also
Once
just
I'm
like
strong.
since you've been getting new monsters, like you can always ask them if they know of any as well, because they also might know of other monsters that are around.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna ask the Ubagabi because they haven't moved. So
They might know of like anyone that might have like gone near their area. So they probably wouldn't know the locations, but they might know what is around their area, if that makes sense.
okay, then I think yeah. He'll go. Well, in actuality, also, do you know of any creatures that would be around here that might be also of aid?
They will roll a history check.
With their -1.
Alright, with their dirty 10, they will know of 1.
Damn it.
So, you would see them kind of look to you and just go, what the fuck is shaking my desk? Oh, hi, Rena. Oh, God. I was like, what the fuck is that? That you would see the, like, not the biggest one, but, like, kind of the second biggest one, which probably was the mother at one point in time. You would see her kind of just go, I think, if I remember right, I did see... Okay, I'm going to be real. I don't know what you would call this thing. But it's kind of like a toad. Sure, let's call it that. There was 4 or 5 of them hopping past our area at one point. They had like magma like spouting from their backs. Magma-based creatures. I think they typically live higher up on the volcanoes. I don't know why they were so low. They were heavy. They were heavy creatures. Every time they hopped, there was a small shaking in the ground.
I'm gonna be real. She mentions that, and just it's like a little light bulb goes off in Dragos' eyes.
Yeah.
Because at this point, all he's hearing is siege engine.
Fair. They had spikes kind of sprouting from areas of their back. Yeah. I don't know. I never saw them leave a tongue, so I don't know. That's why I'm like, I don't know if I should call them a toad, but they kind of look like big fat toads. I'm sorry, that was mean.
That might be something I try to attempt to deal with later.
Probably.
I am, in all honesty, not all that strong yet, but I'm getting stronger and relatively fast.
That's good.
Now, to the ruins.
Indeed. I'd like to be
Fucking-
able to protect my children and not feel like all I can do is spit tar.
Yes, well, we have other creatures that are also there that also are helping me.
Oh?
There are runic auras, as I was once a magma aura. But I am not anymore. I evolved. Due to the magic I have access to. And then there is also Gibble Blue. Small little alcoholic aberrations.
You would see one small one is just like pitch up and just go, Mother, I've heard of this alcohol. Shut up. Okay. I told you to stop doing that dumb voice. Please. It's been 20 years. You're an adult at this point. Please, for the love of everything. Sorry.
Mother, I crave violence.
Mother. Just the immediate shutdown. Just shut the fuck up. I told you to stop that shit.
Oh man, I love family dynamic bullshit. It's funny.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Good to see they have a quote unquote functional family.
Ah, dude, the most functional there is. But yeah, the Ubagabi
Even in death, the mother gets mad.
Dude, the Ubagabi would just go, again, the father would just kind of go, if you want us to in the future, I don't know how your thing works. We can try to find more Ubagabi if you wish.
That would be good. The more we get before I evolve your group, the more that will evolve beside you.
Understood. I will try to look for more of us once we get settled in.
From what I understand, it'll be like a horde switch, but if I get more of you afterwards, I don't know if it'll work.
Understood. we'll try to do what we can then.
Yes, I do have others that I did recruit first, so I will have to try to go down the line. But
Of course,
I won't.
of course. If anything,
I
gives
won't.
me more time to find more of us.
Correct, and I also know that my friend here will be next in line. Any promotions
Yeah.
to the Floxern.
Yeah, the Floxern just kind of looked at you and just go, right, that reminds me, with this being the case, we need to find my pack.
I thought your like he like
I mean,
Count.
Yeah. I mean, yes, my pack is dead, but like, if this is the case, like what you're saying, shouldn't we try to find other Floxern packs before, you know?
Oh yeah, like it's like a fucking light bulb.
This is just me, you know. I'm just trying to, you know, help because like if I die, that means you've lost the whole lineage.
In total honesty, I'm still slightly getting used to brain.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. I'm. This might be why Calvin picked you. Is because he knows that there was at least one of us that was smart, that was accompanying the other. Not calling you dumb, but also, I have.
Okay, no, as an aura, I was an idiot. No,
yeah,
total
no,
like.
Yeah. That we can agree.
Him, like him, no shade. I was stupid. I'm getting better.
Oh man.
Sometimes.
Oh man.
Okay, but yes, I do need to find more Floxers. That is absolutely correct. I
Yeah.
kind of forgot.
If you want, I could go looking for them in the forest while you get things settled. That gives you a few days to kind of prep things and see if I can find any of the packs while I'm going around the forest.
I will also be heading into the swamp because I do need to find that ghost tomorrow.
Yes. Well, then we should probably show these guys the way back and then introduce them. And then head back down the next day. And then we can split off. I'll go into the forest, you go into the swamp.
Okay. Oh boy. I really hope that Floxern doesn't fucking die. That's me as a player.
Yeah. Oh man, you guys will make your way back up. I'll be honest, when you guys get back, it is like near midnight. Like,
God no, absolutely. I figured.
Yeah, like y'all were approaching when it was pretty late. You'd see like one of the rune auras, like the one that you originally talked to the first time, kind of looked at you just like in thump mode, kind of go like, man, where the fuck were you? Where you been? We thought you died.
I would look.
You see like one of the Gibblegoos and one of the fucking dudes were actively talking about who should take over. Like they're like, oh, I don't know, man. Like they were the full-on debate.
Bro, oh God, I can't leave these fuckers alone for fucking a day without them plotting treason.
To be fair, like monsters, like small creatures like this, they tend to sleep a lot more in the day. Like you're just a weird magma aura. You weirdly stay up longer than what typically they do. So in that weird way, they get 3 sleep cycles in a day. So they're sitting here, they're like, man, it's been 3 fucking days. Like,
dumb fucking.
You're working with monsters. What do you want?
Stupid fucking. This is why I'm the leader. And you're not. Yeah, no. Dragos would just be like, no, I'm not dead.
I can see.
I went to the volcano, ran into some creatures there.
Okay.
Some fellow monsters there, and then I went and met a ghost, and then I went and met these fine folks.
That's good. That's good.
More for our cause.
I'm happy. I'm happy you've managed. We've been doing a lot of training mainly today. We did have something fly over the base, but I don't think it seemed to care. Yeah, no, it wasn't big. It was like
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know how to describe it. It was like a cat with dragon wings. Yeah, this fluffy
It
mane.
almost, dude,
Yeah.
it's almost like the fucking gears that work in. So just,
Yeah.
just, just the head tilt of,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, I don't quite know. There was a cat, but it had
Which way did it go?
it went like a little bit more west in the mountain range.
Okay, I'll have to go check that out another day.
Yeah, yeah. I don't
I don't
never
know.
I've been in the ruins for like half a year. And
Okay.
I've never seen that thing.
Ah, that's not good. Just a fucking like me, like just the that's bad. All right.
Yeah. um
There's
also
this. Okay,
just
okay. As a
letting you
play.
know.
Mm.
There was some like rumbling from underneath because the whole labyrinth and everything. We heard some rumbling, but I don't know if that was actually anything.
Uh,
It happens every once in a while. It's just we've never investigated.
Once we're stronger, I think we'll look into the rumbling and hopefully recruit the creatures in there. But
That
for now,
would be good.
let's not go in there. Let's not.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I have five. Five. Okay. Okay. Oopa. Ubagabi.
Ubagabi.
Five Ubagabi.
Five Ubagabi.
Father. I have
Oh,
the sentience.
Yeah, you have the sentient plush. It does not have a name. You can give it one.
I don't want to piss it off. Okay.
God.
Yeah. So I got to give everyone else names. I got to give at least the main people names.
Yeah, yeah. At least the ones representing like the crews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the fact that that one was like, bro, I thought you were dead as fuck. Like, just
Yeah.
the immediate...
Yeah, like he was really saying like, damn, no guys, cut it out. He's alive apparently. It's good, it's good. Ooh,
Oh, man. That's a funny reaction.
Yeah.
Alright, well, with that being in mind, I will catch a long rest, switch my fucking Thieves' Cant for fucking Abyssal.
Okay.
That way I can go and fucking talk to that damn ghost.
Hell yeah.
Because I was sitting there, I was like, it doesn't understand me fully, probably. There's no point trying to convince it right now.
Yeah.
Also, probably talking to it in its language might make it happier.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you guys will go, I guess, go down the mountain again. Just kind of like, do you want to give any instructions for the people? The Ubagabi, like, essentially, I'm gonna be honest. The dad and one of the two kids will go and explore looking for other Ubagabi. The other three will stay behind. But is there anything that you want these people doing? Or is it just more training?
They need... Okay, the Ubagabi can't worry about food. They can't...
They don't need food, they don't need water, because they're undead.
Yeah, no. I
yeah.
meant more in the fact of I can't have them collect food, because they'll destroy it. Because fire.
Yeah, fire and tar.
Dude, I don't know if the plush would... Like... I don't want to, like, delegate the plush, but it's also the only one with opposable hands. So it's weirdly the only one that can go and pick berries easily.
I mean, there are a bunch of auras. You could send the auras if you wanted. Or, like, you could send a Gibble Goose to bounce up and grab berries, like...
Yeah, I think, I'd let them, like... They don't need to train as much today,
Yeah.
but like worry about like let's make sure we have food so no one starves.
Okay.
Because you're like, we're gonna be having more people showing up, more creatures are gonna be arriving with us, so having food storage would be good. Oh boy.
Okay.
I need squirrels. It's the most like I need to recruit like a monster squirrel. Like those fuckers store food like no other.
He would one of the Runors would kind of go and just look to you and just kind of go, I think from what I know we need proper people for food. Again, I don't eat, I'm rock. But
Yes.
if we need people that are good for food, the shore, the forest, and the swamp are probably our best options.
Also, I'm gonna name the leader of the fucking Runoras Count Urzog.
Count Orzog, hell yeah. Hell yeah, Count Orzog. I like the idea that all like the lower class quote unquote monsters are like, you know, they just have normal names, and then like just like the ones that you name have like Count.
Yeah. Count Miss Selena.
That's how you know they're in charge. They
Yeah.
have Count in the name. It's like how do you know which are the commanders? Count. One, two. No, the title Count. Yeah, but yeah, no, you can, yeah, you can, I guess, head down the mountain with your Floxern friend. She will, yeah.
Countess Selena.
Countess Selena. Oh boy.
That's a fucking flosser.
Countess Selena. Hell yeah.
It's a female version of Count.
Oh man. Yeah, so you got Countess, you know, yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I need more fucking Floxerns though. Oh
yeah,
god.
you do. She's gonna go look for Floxerns while you deal with the ghosts, so.
Yeah, I might want, like, I don't. I'm gonna have like a Runora go with her, just in case.
Alright. Yeah, you have one little Runor that's gonna tag along with her, so hell yeah.
Yeah, no, it's the most like, it's not that I don't trust you, I just don't want humans to kill you.
No, I know, you don't have to explain it to me. Any of the other monsters would 100% take you as, you know, shooting them in the foot. But not me. You're fine.
Cool. Right.
The others are idiots, I'm not.
Yeah.
Just the blunt, straight up. Yeah, no, they're dumb. I'm not. Don't worry.
Okay, great. Thanks, bye.
Alright.
There's a plug.
Thank you,
God,
you too. Best of luck with the ghost.
I'm gonna need it. Fucking heads off.
Oh, man.
Like the most, like, why? Like the eyes slowly drift apart, like, I'm gonna need it. Here we go.
Oh, man. Yeah, so you start making your way out to go deal with the ghost. As, you start making your way over to there. Again, it's that thing of, like, you finally, like, you know, half a day get down the mountain, you split away, and it's like, you know, you split away, it's like, you know, 12. You finally get to this ghost at, like, 3 p.m.
Dude, I swear to God. I also just love the fact that, like, now, like, I am also acknowledging, like, no, I'm seeing the radius effect that I'm gonna start slowly having, that the people will start noticing, is that just monsters are disappearing.
Yep.
There's no monsters anymore. It's like, where the fuck did the Umagami go? I thought there was 5 of them.
There was like a quest to kill these things. What the fuck? Quest completed? They're gone. Do I still get the reward money?
Dude, when that starts becoming a problem, oh god. Honestly, yeah. I don't know if they'd investigate it until it becomes a problem. I don't know. Like, it might be like, oh, that's convenient.
It really counts on how it goes and how they end up as the monster core ends up seeing it, like from their perspective. Because that could either be alarming or it could be okay. It's that weird, like, it really just counts on how it's presented to them. By the adventurers, weirdly enough.
Okay, so I'm fucked because adventurers are stupid.
It's like a 50-50. It's really just rolls. Like, it's just counts on the rolls. Yeah.
Dude, oh god. Okay. That's why I'm like, I need to build up fast.
Yeah. It's like when you play Plague Inc. I don't know if anybody's gonna get that reference, because that is like an old-ass game.
I know that reference.
Dude, I loved Plague Inc. growing up. Can I mention that? I
have it. I have it on my computer.
I don't. I used to play the free mobile. Ah, damn it. I used to play the free mobile version, man. I used to, like, non-stop play that, like, all the time. I had so many hours on it. Oh, God.
There's a Steam version.
I probably should get it.
I don't know if it costs all that much money.
I think it's like $4 or $5. It's not much. Yes. If I remember right.
Anya has it, so.
Yeah. Alright, we need to keep going.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. We keep going on a little side thing. Oh, my bad. Okay, yeah, so you fight God. No.
Can I win?
Sorry, God has plot armor.
Not anymore.
Damn it. Alright, but yeah, no.
I should get armor. No deck. I have an AC of 10!
Brother!
I have no decks! I have no stats! I need to level up so I can get more better stats! God damn it!
Oh
my
God.
Stats are ass!
Alright. Yeah, so you'd eventually run back at... Ah! Sorry.
Stop screaming.
Sorry, the yawn was coming in. Yeah, so eventually
doesn't mean you have to scream.
Ah! Yeah, no, you'd eventually run back into the ghost. He's just doing his little ghosty things, taking care of the plants.
Hell yeah.
So what's your plan here for world domination?
Brother.
What?
So, I'd walk up and greet him in Abyssal again.
Okay.
This time I'm like, well, not that I hopefully can talk to you a bit better.
Yeah, he'd give you the wave. He definitely gives you a nod of like, it's appreciated.
He would go, well, I hate to ask this question of you, but I was wondering how you came to become a ghost.
I died.
How? Like, just the slight attach reply. How? You fucking sidestepping ass.
Yeah, no. He'd look to you and just kind of go, I was a druid for a very, very long time. And I took care of the plants in the forest for a very, very long time. And eventually I died of age.
Just like slight X's starting to form in my mind as like, okay, this guy might not.
I was a Duergar.
Oh, that suddenly makes more sense on the Undercommon.
Hmm?
Meanwhile, Dragos fucks a Duergar.
Dude, I love that his only experience with a Duergar is the decrepit.
Yeah, no, so now he's like, he doesn't know that's a Duergar though, so he just thinks it's something weird. Like, I as a player can sit there and compare that, but I'll like, unless they look similar, he's just gonna assume there's something different.
Yeah.
Okay, so we go. Well, Okay, now I have to sit here and like, do I ask him to join me, or do I just leave him be? Oh no,
You
he might become a boss actually. Now that I'm thinking about it,
maybe.
oh, he might be a problem for me because if I'm attacking and I start destroying nature, eh.
Though part of your thing with wanting to protect nature.
Yes. So okay. So here's what I'll try to do. I'm gonna talk to him about this and see if he'll. I am gonna try to recruit him. I don't feel like this is gonna be easy, but here we go.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, Count Dragos. Well, I want to also protect nature. I won't lie. That's also kind of why I look a bit different than a normal kobold. It's because I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I was a magma aura that evolved and became like a kobold.
Congratulations.
Yes. About that. The fucking lake. I don't like the people who are building their monuments to themselves,
That is fair.
destroying nature around them and slaughtering those that, well, yes, they might hunt me. I do understand. While I was Nora, I do understand that all creatures have their place. But these two legs, as I've come to call them, for the most part, are seeming more like parasites, except for the ones that care for nature.
That is fair. There's good and there's bad when it comes to the two legs. That much is for sure. I've met plenty of people that destroy the nature, and I had to take care of it, reform it, if you would. Whereas there are other ones that genuinely cared for the Force the way I did. You can see that my lower half is missing, and that's because when I died, an old friend of mine who cared about the forest, I told him to use my body how he saw fit when I were to die. And he used it as fertilizer to take care of a tree that I cared about. To some, they might not be happy with that, but to me, that was appreciated. But I don't know how to feel about killing either. Life is fleeting, and even if they are parasites, I do feel that people deserve their own life. They deserve to get to live. I guess the question comes into play of, with you wanting to do what you want to do, what sets you apart from them? Because from what I can see, you're on your own way to becoming what they are. Are you not?
My plan is if I can. I don't want the two legs to stay on this island. I want to claim this island for the monsters that live here.
A place for paradise, in other words.
In a way, yes. I've already come to the understanding that it's going to be difficult, to say the least. But I was given this chance, and I don't want to squander it. If not for myself, then for those that I have met and have come to understand as being more sentient and being able to think is it's very useful. It allows me to remember more than just the last day.
You can roll me a persuasion check.
Yeah. Oh boy. Ooh, buddy, please, please, please. Okay.
What'd you get?
Okay, that's good. Might not hate me. Hopefully. Hopefully. Dirty 19.
Dirty 19. He would look
I
to
only have a
you.
+6.
Okay.
So
It's +6, yeah. He would look to you and kind of go, this is conflicting for me.
I understand.
I do wish that... Where do I start with this?
Take your time.
The best way I can think of this is simple, which is I understand where you're coming from. I also understand where the two legs are coming from, because I was once them. I understand both sides of this problem. And there's a lot of ways to go about it. I like the idea of there being a place for the creatures to live, an island. But I don't know how to feel about violence being used to handle the problem. I can tell you this. If your area of territory ever comes into problem, when it comes to the plant growth or anything of that sort, I will be willing to help you with that. But I just don't know if I could side with anyone, honestly. I think killing would go against my own promises I made.
Is your friend still alive?
That I do not know. I don't know how many years it's been since I died. And he was but a wee... I've forgotten his own race now. I can't even remember.
It's been some time.
Yeah. I don't remember much of him anymore. I'll be honest. Nowadays, my lasting memories is the bit of me with my old body, being a Duergar, and the plants I protect. Nothing more.
Then I would say this. I don't want... if you would be willing, you don't have to help us fight. I understand where you're coming from and that you don't want to side with either one. But I would more than be glad for your help with the plants, because I will be honest, being a fire creature makes it kind of difficult to know how to garden and produce food for people.
I would imagine so.
I'm trying to coerce and convince all these different groups that have all these different desires, and the one keystone that I've been able to pull for each of them is kind of a thing against the two legs, because many of them are hunted for half the time for sport. And I don't really know where else much to take my arguments, because I know that's also what I would have to face. I know that they wouldn't... I don't think the two legs would be willing to talk to me about this. I don't think they'd hear me out.
From a monster? Probably not. I know them well enough. I've lived that life. Because they're sentient, and because most monsters aren't, they consider themselves higher beings. Which gives them a form of ignorance and arrogance.
I wish to correct that. If I must do it forcibly, I will.
I am
I
willing at
don't...
the very least to help you with your plans. I won't be there all the time because I do need to also take care of the forest.
I was also wanting to ask if, after I inevitably am forced to take action against the two legs, because eventually they will attack the people I've taken care for.
Mm-hmm.
If you could help nature regrow in their cities, I think they're called.
Yes. I don't mind
I
doing
want
that.
I want nature to reclaim, but I still want. I won't lie, I've taken a liking to living in ruins. They're weirdly useful.
Of course. I don't
But
mind doing that.
knowing that I won't have to fight you also is a comfort.
I prefer not to fight.
That's
So
good.
that's appreciated.
I I will apologize in advance. I will also try to attempt to prevent any forest fires. But I'm working with a lot of fire creatures, naturally, because of what I am. I'm drawn to recruiting creatures of flame.
That is fine. If they're
It's
damaged,
just
I will simply put it out.
wonderful. I'm like very quietly. Oh, thank God.
So you can understand what I mean by that. Please, light a fire.
uh,
Understand.
just
So,
just launches a firebolt.
yeah, so you put you launch a firebolt to like start a fire on like a plant, right?
Yeah,
You would
just
see,
because he told me to.
yeah, you would see him like with one of the candles. It would detach from his body, float over to the area, and basically absorb the fire.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah.
Wait, no shit. That's so bad. If I actually had to fight him. Oh god.
Uh huh. Yeah, no, there's a reason why he's near the volcano areas. Because he can literally go, yeah, the plant's on fire. Nah. Nah.
Oh, this creature has a volcanic heart. Not anymore.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I've at least gotten him as, I think, about as good as I can, which is acquaintance.
Yeah. It's a weird thing of like, he's not directly on your side, but he's not on anyone's side. It's more of, he just wants to keep nature safe. He just wants to keep the. It's that weird thing of he wants to protect the creatures, but he also wants to protect his own kind. It's that weird, like, he can't pick a side, so he's kind of keeping a neutral end to things. So.
That's fine, and I will also make sure to inform all the creatures that are under my thing. This ghost, he is friend, basically. He won't help us directly, but he will be helping in differing ways. More utility than anything else.
He would look to you and just go, if you're looking for things to help you on your journey, I might know of a few monsters. They're not within the forest.
I would... In truth, the reason I ran into you is an eager eye pointed you out to me. I have also... I don't know if I'm gonna go back to them. I wanted them because they would produce heat, which I need to survive. But then I ran into the
Ugabi.
Ugabi. I ran into them and they...
Ubagabi, yeah. So I said it wrong. Ubagabi.
Ubagabi, yeah. I ran into the Ubagabi and I recruited them and a plush. I don't know what that's about, but it's there.
The Ubagabi. Oh, you're talking about the house, of course.
Yes.
They're an interesting bunch. I honestly feel bad for them. That was just a random family. And it was unfortunate that their house is burnt to a crisp. Wasn't even by a volcano. Wasn't by eruption. Just a house fire. It was an unfortunate event. They were good people. Typically, Ubagabi can be vengeful, evil, but it oftentimes counts on the people at heart at the end of the day if they let themselves become corrupted. I know they weren't, so you got a good bunch.
I think, from what I've gauged, the immediate five I found are probably more neutral. They're trying. However,
Most
that
likely.
plush, it kept mumbling kill. I know.
Plushes have limited linguistically. You know the word. It's been a minute.
Yes.
It's
been a minute.
It's been a minute. Yeah. The fact is, because they have such limited language, they speak the few words that their emotions can feel. And because they form of anger, revenge, and defense for the weak, kill is a common word among them.
I fear it'll soon learn the word burn.
It most likely will, but it'll, if it's in the right environment, it'll also learn a lot of good things in the process.
I will try. Oh no, it's currently around a bunch of rune auras. Oh boy.
Rune auras will at least teach you to defend itself, so that's something.
And Gibbleboo.
Gibble what?
Alcoholic applications.
I love that you the ghost is like, well, Gibble what now?
A Gibbleboo. They are small. I think small balls that have spikes, but they're jelly. And,
Jelly.
jelly.
Jelly. Fucking Italian sounding motherfucker. Oh man.
But they're like jelly.
Jelly. You would just go either way, right? I can
others?
point you to some monsters that I know of that might be of use.
That'd be actually very helpful.
So, granted, you know the type of person I am at this point. You're probably not going to get very aggressive ones, but you'll probably at least find ones that would have any form of utility.
And anything utility or defensive. Currently, I'm looking at a lot of violence and not a lot of defense. I need to make sure my people won't throw themselves onto spikes.
Yes.
I need people to be able to get through the spikes.
So, I'm going to guess that your people are probably able to evolve with you, by the looks of it.
I can get, I think it's 20.
Okay. So, luckily for you, I did dabble in illusion magic, so I can actually just show you the monsters and how they look, and you might be able to get an idea of what you're working with.
Whoa. Just a little perk of like, ooh.
So, there are the Ibbies. The Ibbies, they stand straight up. They're odd creatures. I don't know if they're fae or if they're beast. I think they're beast. They showed you in an illusion of these like white rabbits that only have like
Oh my god.
like legs
They
to stand
have no
on, but like no
arms.
arms. Yeah. But it's just like a rabbit that just stands straight up, like no arms, but they got fucking legs. They got like a little pear body shape. Yeah, they're like a foot tall.
I'm intentionally, as a person, neglecting to mention Count Vaughn here.
Yeah.
I don't know how the druid's gonna feel about Count Vaughn. I'm not mentioning him.
Yeah, no, that's valid. That's valid.
I also know that Okay, good. They would probably be useful. I know that I also found a strange apple thing. I ate it.
Oh.
It's kind of what kickstarted me now becoming sentient.
That would. You most likely ate what is known as a god fruit.
I think so, because then I kind of got the idea that if I fought and killed two legs and ate a piece of them, I would steal something from them. I
Mm-hmm.
I have already stolen Fey. I'm partially Fey now, which is weird because I'm infernal. So
So it wouldn't be too much of a problem then, even if they
No, and
were
then
Fae.
yes, luckily for me, though, I will have to be careful because I do have a flock certains that work with me.
Of course. No, Floxens, they're more beast than infernal, so you should be fine on that.
I also dealt with a halfling. I think is what they're called.
Short
He
ones,
spoke to,
kind of
yes,
like the height of a
he's-
child, but they're an adult.
I think.
Yeah,
I
that's a
think he was the
halfling.
same height as me. Yeah, he also yelled at me mentally.
That was a ghost white halfling.
Ah, I think I stole his ability to be brave.
Can't be frightened.
Yes, I am.
Or at least you have an advantage against it. Though I don't think
I
you'd
am-
understand what I mean by that.
I have better odds.
Indeed.
He would look at me. He was like, "So."
There are more illusions, by the way.
Yeah, no, that's just me being like, no, this is
Yeah.
just something Dragos would have said and tried to gauge a reaction.
Yeah.
Here you go. Where would the Ibby be found?
The
Do
Ibby
you know?
is actually within the forest.
The forest.
They're kind of a little bit closer to town area. If that helps any.
Near towns. Okay.
Yeah.
He would see him like. I don't know how to fucking describe this, but like it's the most like scribbling on his little like on his arm, like yeah. He's just, like
No.
I don't know. He doesn't have any writing utensil, and I can't just reality create a fucking notepad.
Now, not quite in the swamp, but rather there's a small pond within the forest. That's
Okay.
where a lot of creatures drink from. There's these little guys, and I'm just gonna set a picture here as he starts forming one of them.
Oh my god!
This is an usher.
An usher.
The ushers, they create bubbles, and they typically take care of literally plants. They're perfect for druidic magic. But do keep in mind, they actually have the ability to also breathe underwater. So. Ibbies are obscenely fast, so if you need a mobile unit, that would be your thing.
Bro, I'm gonna run out of slots.
Yeah.
Oh god.
There's all sorts of things that you can go for, and these are just the weaker monsters.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get like a half and half. That's kind of what I want to do.
Yeah, that's actually valid.
But like,
Uh,
I'm sitting here right now and I'm already looking and I'm like, bro, I have like, okay, I can cross the ghost off my list because
Yeah. You're looking and go. No, the next one. By the way, just for those who understand, the Ushors are essentially like these little white balls of fluff with like blue spiky little horns. They're like 5 inches tall, and they got big old blue eyes, and like a spiky blue tail that kind of trails behind them very lightly. Very spiky little guys. He looked at and go. The next ones, they have these tiny 4 little legs, and they're little white balls of fluff. They're an inch tall, with beady black eyes. These are known as Ai.
hey,
They have little antennas, little blue antennas, if you can see that.
oh my god, they're so angry.
They go up, and then the antennas go up, outwards, and then dip all the way back down into their fur.
Bro,
They typically work in hordes.
hordes, you say?
Yes, what they do, and this is a swamp creature,
Ah,
they will jump onto an innocent bystander and attempt to suck their blood out of their body till they wither away and die. Yeah, they're aggressive little menaces.
Oh my god, okay. I'm sorry, I was drinking tea when you said that.
Nits, don't kill my other half.
I'm not trying to. God. Yeah. That's true.
I nearly spat tea everywhere. Goddamn. That fucking... I was not mentally prepared for the tiny little dude to be like, yeah, they suck the blood from their enemies. And I'm like, god damn. Right.
They're essentially big ticks. Like, that's what they are. Like...
Okay, yeah, no, I'm definitely recruiting them. Like, I'm definitely, like, those are...
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You can also look at you and just go, I'm going to guess that if you're able to get them a form of evolution, there's another creature that might be interesting if you need magic casters.
I think I will. I have a lot of people who... I have some that might be capable of it.
Well,
right now...
There's an owl-based monster. It's kind of known as a hoo-hoo.
God, these names. But...
You're welcome. You're welcome. That's what you get for lower monsters, man. You get the goofy names.
Bro. I guess that's why the Egrai got an actual, like...
Yeah, it got an actual name. The hoo-hoos are these, like, white fluffed owls where, like, the bottom of their, like, the main body is, like, white fluffy feathers. And then, like, the tail is, like, a pink. And then they have these, like, brown feathered heads with these, like, kind of like a raccoon in the way of how they have the eye mask thing. It's that, but instead of it being black, it's white. And then they just have a wizard hat made fully of their feathers that they just make for themselves. Like, they'll make themselves accessories. They'll make themselves little, like, bow ties, little flower accessories, all sorts of stuff.
What fucking witch got bored and hexed an owl and just left it? That's me as a player.
Oh, don't worry, don't worry. Here in Lit Team, just go, from what I know, there was a witch that actually is the reason for why these things exist. Have you ever heard of the witch known as Vilva? Killed him. Killed him.
God, she fucking would. She fucking would. No, you're absolutely right. I
don't know what would happen if you were to evolve a hoo-hoo with it being a witch-based monster, but there is a bunch of them within the forest.
I rolled a history check to see if I know who Vilva is. As a bit. Bro, why can't I roll like this when I'm playing Loki?
You use your luck when you're playing this character. That's what happens.
Yeah, another nat 20.
Damn, yeah, no, you know who Vilva is. Maybe
I
it's
don't know why.
Maybe it's just because Count Vaughn's knowledge about her transfers to you because you have access to information because of him. But you know that is the like main witch of lust and the creator of that form of witchcraft. She has been known to transcend dimensions and is stronger than any god known to mankind. She, like, in comparison, like, there are, like, deities that are supposed to be known as, like, the all-beings, like the fucking originator, for example. Or, like, for some reason you even feel that in another dimension there's ones like the Defiler and stuff like that. You have a feeling that even they kind of look at that like, I don't fuck with that. There's just that feeling like, no, the gods can't do shit.
Dude, the only time Count Vaughn acknowledges the feeling of fear is when he looks at Vilva.
Because other witches that are like originators of a witchcraft, that have been living for thousands and thousands upon years, they at least like they're not immortal. Like there's still some form of like, they can still be killed. Like, they're really good, and they might even be able to kill a god, but, like, the god can just reform in their domain, they're fine. Vilva's the motherfucker that wouldn't just kill the god, she would actually know how to fucking remove their existence. So, yeah, no, like, the god has to sit here and go, no, that's an actual threat to my power.
I'ma eat your power real quick. You're gonna do what to me, bitch?
Yeah, so you know how there's that core that keeps you so you can, like, respawn after you're killed? Yeah, no, I know normally mortals can't destroy that, but it's a really good snack, give it. It's like a really good cookie.
Fucking turns their all beer fucking gemstone into a cookie and eats it. Most petty ass polymers. Like,
I cast power word polymorph. What do you mean power word?
power word, shut the fuck up.
Dude.
the god.
Oh god. But yeah,
why can't in their own head? Why can't I speak?
You would look and just go. The last one that I do know of is that there is a creature known as the Viper Fellas.
Okay, where's the hoo-hoo though? It's in the forest.
Yeah. There's, no, that's the hoo-hoos are in a mixture of the swamp and the forest. I should have been more. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. I'm legally required as the creator of Vilva to recruit these bastards. So fuck you.
Oh, actually, hold on. Let's be real here. That was kind of like a collab creation, if we're being cheap.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
dude. She started as a bit, and then it became like, it was like, yeah, no. We both were like, yeah, we'll canonize this. This is funny. This absolutely nothing could come of this canonization that we made as a joke. Turns around like 2 hours later after we continue to be like, okay, no, this is where our start point is, so we're going to move around. Wait a minute.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, I just want people to understand. Vilva started as this joke of like, yeah, you know, she's just this like a witch who's like in a squad. She's no longer in that squad, but she was supposed to be a part of like this like FBI ass like type of squad called the Airbag Squad. I don't even know if that's still a thing anymore. It's supposed to be a bunch of artificers that would be like sent as like a fucking secret unit to attack people. If they did certain things.
So here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
They do still exist.
Do they just work for her now?
It's like the only example I can really give, and it's kind of like a U.S. military reference.
Yeah.
It's the most like, all right, Vilva calls in essentially Delta Squad, says deal with this.
Yeah,
I'm calling in the special forces. God damn it, deal with this. I'm done.
Vilva started as it's just a witch. It's just a witch that'll fuck with you a little bit. It's a witch that might like, you know, really fuck with like a person. It's a witch that's a little powerful. It's just a witch that'll like rival a demigod. It's just a witch that might rival a god. It's just a witch that has the ability to tether people and crush their soul and take them over and use their body and basically revive herself while killing the fucking people because she made contact with them like 700 years ago. Yeah, and she's just a witch that could like rival the strongest gods in the universe.
Whoops.
Hey, Defiler, I know you're supposed to be the big bad scary guy, but kind of got replaced.
Bro, if Vilva decided to just kill the Defiler and be like, all right, I am now the evil, everyone's done. Yeah, it's over. It's a wrap.
Dude, the creator looks over like, wait, where'd
everything go?
Where'd my worlds go? No. Dude, wait, no, I just thought of something. Fuck. Actually, no, you know what? I'll tell that after session. Because that could be an actual fucking plot line.
No.
Alright. So,
write it down. Write it down before you forget.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, but, okay, I will be definitely going for those hoo-hoos. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Okay, so there's actually two, because I forgot that there was one tab that I didn't grab. Okay, so there's the Viper Fellas, which is a monster that I made like ages back, and he would tell you that you can find these guys on the shore. There are these like aquatic cats, so they have like a very thin, streamlined base form of fur that is like this dark, dark navy blue. They're very slick. They're very, very slick creatures. But they're like the size of a bobcat. They have 6 legs. They have these like blue antennas that they use for echolocation, and these little like teeth. Yeah. They're very slender, but they have a little bit of a bigger chest, but like very thin, like lower body. Is the best way to put that. But they're very streamlined. They're very quick, and they also have a poison. They can bite you and just fucking poison your ass. They don't have a lot of health. They still have more than you right now. So this might be a little bit one that you mess with a little bit later on, like probably like level 3. But
I
like
have 11 hit points in a dream.
Yeah. So they're like, I think, not double, but maybe triple your HP. But they're like,
Okay.
yeah. So like that's like maybe like a level 3, level 4 thing that you could probably go for. But like, you know, they have bites, scratches, poisons to mess with, you know, that sort of thing. But they're a cat that typically stays around the shore. They can breed both on land and water. So yeah, fun little guys.
I might recruit those eventually.
Yeah, and the last one,
Oh my gosh.
the obo.
Oh.
The obo is this
Oh my
little
God.
guy of white fur that like is kind of like it shifts between pink a little bit, really fuzzy fur. Think of like an Eevee, right? Picture an Eevee in your mind. If you don't know what an Eevee is, first of all, how are you been living under a rock? Second of all, go look it up. I don't know how else to describe an Eevee, but it's like that. But the ears are a little bit bigger, but they're not as floppy. And also, the fur pattern is mainly white, but the ear area, it starts to, like, around the halfway up the ears, it turns like a brownish. It also has, like, little golden patterns that kind of form within its tail, on its ears. It also has, like, a golden, like, jewel that kind of forms in the center of its forehead that then becomes a pink. And it has pink little toes, and they typically have brown hazel eyes.
Alright, I'm now legally required to acquire it as an ally. So
Hell
you
yeah.
have to make the evolved race.
Grand. Oh, God.
Dude, you're gonna have so much fucking work because of this damn campaign.
Oh yeah, no, like I'm gonna have to like draw out how these things look. Like, I'm gonna be real. The only ones I won't be able to draw probably are gonna be the reptile-based ones because I can't draw reptiles. I've drawn like I've started trying to learn how to draw reptiles. It is very hard. Their snouts and everything is very, very rough. And I still don't understand how to make scales actually look like scales.
I mean, your scales don't look bad, man.
Yeah, but like there's definitely improvements that could be had.
Like every artist can say that about breathing.
Yeah, no, but I mean, don't you fucking... I mean more of the fact of, like, there is a lot of space in the fact of, like, they look like discount scales. There's a lot to be had. But yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, no, that's the information he can give you. So those are some monsters that you can work with.
So where is the oboe?
Abba found somewhere in mountain.
Dan just lost all of his intelligence. Alright. Fucking...
No, sorry, I was just staring at his eyes. My brain just cut. He's got these massive eyes that look like there's no thoughts behind that head. Oh, God.
Oh, man.
But yeah, no, the oboes can be found somewhere in the mountain ranges. They kind of just like, they're like fluxing the fact that they don't really have a specific spot they stay. Well, actually, no, fluxes actually have a burrow. These little guys just go like, alright, let's try and see where we end up. Hell yeah, free bush to sleep in.
I'm gonna recruit you. I'm gonna recruit you. I'm recruiting you.
Oh, man.
I'll probably recruit you.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, so I've got like 5. I've got like 4 that I like want to recruit, and then like 2 that I'm like, if I run into you, I might recruit you, but I probably won't evolve you.
Damn. Which ones would you not evolve?
I don't know. Like, okay, so like, I don't know if I would want
if you want, you can ask me on like which ones you might be interested in. I can kind of give you an idea of what their evolutions might kind of be like.
So I want the owl.
Okay, owl
Because-
would be a better owlin version. Because this would be Vilva's owlins.
God, I have to make that. Damn it. The obol.
Okay, the Obol would be like, okay, I'm gonna be real, right? Take, like, a Fennec Kitsune, and then take, like, an Arctic Kitsune, and then stack a Lupin. Or actually, more like a Fey Corgi Lupin. Stack all 4 of those.
Bro. Anya has made claim.
Uh-huh.
Looking.
Obol. Oh, she wants some.
It's fair.
It is
Adorable.
fair. That is fair. Obol is great.
Yep.
What was the other ones you're thinking of?
The Viper Fellas and the IA. The AI. That.
Yeah, I want to mention, you want to know why they're called that?
Huh.
The first person to ever encounter that monster, the first thing that came to their mind was... Also, their meeping sounds like it's like a so. Oh god, but yeah, no, Viperfellis is like a monstrous form of a Durla. This is Viperfellis would basically be Durlas if they had poison, like still built into their fangs.
Great.
So you wouldn't have like, you know, the tentacles on the back, but you would have just venom.
4 arms and a knack for murder.
Yep. Those things are like, they are prideful. That is like, they are like weirdly prideful. But that's because they're cats. So.
Yeah, they can fucking suck it up and listen to me. Alright.
And then the are like, I'm gonna be real. I don't even know. I don't know what they would fucking like. They're a ball of fluff. Like, you evolve them, they're probably like a foot tall. They're probably like the more gremlin version of a fucking goblin.
A goblin that is vampiric.
Yeah, like a vampiric goblin that has white fur and antennas.
Run.
Ibis are like, if you evolved an Ibi, you would get like a Harengen that would have fucking, I'll be real. No, they would grow arms. They would evolve to have arms, so that way they could actually do shit. I'm gonna be real. Those would be motherfuckers that would like have the kicking power of a fucking PSI, like, I don't know, like those little PSI like base like crushing machines where they put something under there and they'll like crush it. It's like that. That'd be their fucking kicks. Like,
okay then. Like, I know that like the bottom 4, I'm like, I want to evolve those.
Yeah, that's
the top
fair.
2, I'm like, I might recruit, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
fair. That's fair.
I'm in a weird spot with you two. If I run into you, I'll talk to you.
That's valid. That's valid. Ushors are like happy little guys. Like, they're just happy little guys, man.
I might not bring them into the war. I might not even recruit them. They don't need to know.
They don't even know what's going on above water. They're hanging out in the lake and they're chill.
Dude, he might be like, hey, just stay under there.
So I'm looking up at you while blowing bubbles in the water because it's entertaining.
gets thumbs up and walks away. Like, fucking, alright, I'm not telling them. They don't need to know that there's a war going on.
What
They don't
thumbs?
need to know.
They don't even have arms or legs, really.
Bro, if the fucking Ubagi,
Ubagi.
God.
Yeah.
The Ubagi can get around, they can get around.
Oh
They
yeah,
got
no,
excuse.
they just roll.
Oh my god. I swear to God, if it's just another goddamn Nusi, except oceanic.
Oceanic Nusi. Problem, it gets to evolve into a big Nusi.
Well, for the sake of the timelines, I'm not gonna allow that.
Probably for the best. But yeah, you can go meet up with your Floxern friend. And yeah.
I still wanted. I was. Oh yeah, no, we'll leave it there.
Oh, did you see what I was
Yeah, no, I still wanted to do my original quest still.
Which is?
I was hoping to kill a forest person in the swamp.
Do you want to do that with the Floxern? Or
Probably for the
without
best.
them?
Probably for the best. I'll probably go back and see if they've got anybody, and also I want to make sure they're safe.
Yeah. So yeah, no, you'd leave. You'd meet back up with them around like 5. I'd been rolling for them. They actually did find some of their Floxern friends.
Hell
So,
yeah.
They found. I get a roll now. Now that I've done this. So hold on. They found 9 other Floxerns.
Jesus Christ.
So they found a proper pack. And yeah, she has brought back 9 other Floxerns. Do you want to gank a motherfucker?
I'm gonna grab this. Oh god, so I can update this because I can't update it otherwise. Copy text, and there are 10 total Floxerns, her included.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she will be the one leading them. If they don't like it, you can take it up with me.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh god.
Alright.
I've sent in the allies.
Heck yeah.
So you can. Oh boy. All right. Yeah. I wasn't expecting that to be that successful.
Yeah.
Damn.
So you
That's
wanna
wild.
go fucking gang up on somebody?
I might be able to actually. Like that might be a weird one. Where like, no, we might be able to get some experience for this shit.
You might not. I'll be real. Like this might just be one of those things. Like unless you run into like a really properly like powerful guy, you go for him specifically. Like this will just probably just be all right. You just fucking kill him. Like if you do it to just an everyday commoner, yeah.
Dude, it's like this. Like, Billy Dave, I have 9 health. Gets fucking shredded.
Yeah. Oh god, but yeah, is that what you want to do? You want to like?
Yeah, let's go gank a motherfucker.
All right. So you're gonna go do that. You're going to the swamp area to kill forest people.
Yup.
All right. Yeah.
There you go. I've reorganized the allies. There we go. Cool.
All right.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. All right. So you start making your way to go and find some motherfuckers. So are you going to try and kill somebody important looking, or are you just going to kill just a forest person this time?
If I can kill an important forest person, then that'd be better.
How many hours are you willing to wait to ambush?
I don't have a ton of time, I don't think.
Yeah, because it's already like 5-ish, I'd say, by now.
And it's still gonna take me like 6 hours to get back.
Yeah.
How tired do they all look?
The
Should ask that.
Floxers?
Yeah.
I mean, like, they don't look too tired right now, but I mean, like, you know, you give it some time. Give it some time, they will be.
Alright, yeah, I think I'll just... Actually, you know what? I think I'll cut my original plan.
Okay.
Because... I don't want to get back at fucking midnight again.
That's fair. That's fair. Alright, so you will head back home. And you will get to greet them with the 9 other Floxerns, and you would see that there are now 3 new Ubagabi.
Oh my god. Okay, so I gotta update that. So now there's now 8 Ubagabi.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Ubagabi 8.
Yeah. You have the Ubagabi. You can see that the fucking Gibblegoos are actively drinking their life away. So
I am so happy for you.
having a great time. They're partying.
Okay,
Oh
man.
man. As that is also where we are going to end off for today. Thank you all for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed. It was a very all over the place thing, but I feel like when it's just the one-on-ones and we're doing stuff like this, it always gets all over the place. This is normal for us. But thank you guys for watching this episode. You can find more of the Monster Campaign up on the Lost Shipyard, up on YouTube, or on the Lost Harbor Tavern, up on Spotify. You can also find some other stuff on the YouTube channel, Lost Harbor Tavern, which is our main channel. Where you can find, you know, some other stuff like, you know, Rum Harbor Campaign, Brothel Campaign, you know, the whole 9 yards. Also, if you go back to our channel, this channel right now, Lost Shipyard, you can find Sanity Campaign. We did a bunch of good stuff over there. So, thank you guys for watching this episode. Thank you guys for stepping on by. Don't forget to leave a like, maybe comment a little. Maybe tell us what your favorite oboe is. And thank you guys for seeing you later. Bye-bye.